All right, welcome everybody. Today we are in the Waterstone community in northern New Hanover County, northern Wilmington, zip code 28411. It's a great place to be. It's one of my favorite spots in Wilmington because you have no city taxes, but you're close to the beach, you're close to a lot of the amenities, Mayfair, a lot of things that Wilmington has to offer. But this community is a newer community, a lot of newer construction homes, and I'm happy to show you this one because I think it's gonna check off a lot of the boxes for you. So let's go check it out. All right, so here we are. I like these houses and I think you will too. Light and bright is the name of the game with these places. And everything about them just helps you take a deep breath and relax and to just enjoy what feels like a coastal lifestyle. And this kitchen is part of that because you could have your guests come over and stay and maybe chill out, have some bar stools here while you're prepping dinner, or you have, you know, some little snacks or something to eat. But this kitchen's pretty nice, you know, it's not too big, not too small. I got natural gas, which is always an advantage. And that stove is something else. They really went above and beyond on that. Oh my gosh, and these new microwaves. Oh man, I love these things because they're kind of hidden away and they're not taking up any counter space, and they just make everything seem very clean, so I'll take it. I like this. Oh, and the pantry. Yes, yes, yes. We all need more storage, and this fits the bill for that. I've seen a lot of this too. The board on batten is just such a cool look, and it kind of adds like a craftsman, you know, relaxed flair. And this is like a sit-in kitchen, a sit-in breakfast nook dining area, but they've added like some crown molding and some nice little details to make it kind of feel somewhat, you know, classic, formal, but at the same time not too formal or traditional. So that's great. Man, I like this living room because whenever you have these big open spaces, you can kind of configure it however you want to configure it. So most people would probably do the TV in front of the fireplace, but you know, if you didn't want to, or you wanted to do some kind of build-ins or something, you could do that as well. So you have a lot of options in this space. Let's go check out the primary bedroom. All right, if you're like me and you like to sleep in some days, you might need a little bit of sunlight to help wake you up. And this room provides that because we have a lot of natural light, and these windows seem to be, man, I think it's fair to say these are oversized. They're probably 6 feet tall at least. But this bedroom is great. I think you could fit plenty of furniture in here and not be too worried about it. But one of my favorite things is this sunroom over here, which kind of branches off of the bedroom. So this is perfect because this could be like a sitting area, or you know, some kind of like a library, or it could be maybe a playroom for kids, I don't know, or an office. But it's surrounded by windows, so you're getting all the vitamin D you need, you're gonna get in this room. So that's kind of nice. I'll take it. Let's go check out the bathroom. And we've got his and her sink, and that shower has more shower heads than I think I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, look at there. Nice. Yep, and a walk-in closet. You could probably fit all your clothes in here. I guess it depends on who we're dealing with, but this is like a small room in itself. So enjoy that. All right, so we've seen the primary suite, we've seen the living areas, we've seen the kitchen, the dining room, and so far, everything in this house has plenty of elbow room. Nothing feels too tight. It feels open, it feels free, it feels relaxing, and I'm digging that because I feel like we all need a little bit more space in our life. But the primary bedroom area also feeds into the mudroom here, which is very functional and really nice to have because we have these little, this seating area, however you say it, and some hooks. You can store all your stuff if you have a family, if you have kids. You can put your shoes, your soccer balls, everything in this room. But speaking as a dad, I'm going to tell you one of my favorite things about what I've seen in some of the homes here in Waterstone. The garages are huge. And they have all this natural light that comes in, which is just nice just to have. And speaking from a dad's point of view, these floors, epoxy floors, are really nice to have because it'll help with staining. It'll help if you, you know, if it's wet, you won't slip, that whole thing. So, and oh my gosh, I did racks. I've talked to so many people that have the racks, and that's something I need to look at for myself because it's just more storage room that you can walk under and make your garage usable. Let's go see the rest of the house. All right, we saw the garage, and this mudroom is really quite remarkable. So let's go upstairs, see the rest of the bedrooms. All right, so we're upstairs, and now we're gonna check out some of the bedrooms and some other little spaces. When I first toured this home, I didn't know what this door did. It kind of reminded me of that Muppet door, but it turns out it leads to this place in the attic, so let's go check it out. All right, this is not something you see every day during a house tour, but as a dad and a homeowner and a realtor, I love seeing attics. I know that sounds funny, but it's a very functional part of living in a home. And one really nice thing about this little attic space that comes off of this bedroom is that it allows you, if you ever need to do any work or service your HVAC units, you have them right here. You're standing. I'm not having to stand on rafters or anything like that. So it's just another great selling point for a place like this. All right, so that attic space we just saw was tidied all up within this nice walkable door, so that's great. These bedrooms are, you know, your normal sized bedrooms, plenty of space, and what feels like a walk-in closet. It's definitely not the closets that I grew up with, but you have plenty of space in here. Put all your toys, your games, all your stuff. Part of having a home is having all those functional spaces, and right off of that bedroom is this cute little bathroom. And you know, sometimes with new builds you get fiberglass, but in this case they did the subway tile, which I really like, and a nice little built-in shelf, so you're not having to sit your shampoo on the bathtub there. Rain shower head, perfect. This would be great for your guest or your son or daughter, whatever, to have. Now, a word we use a lot here in the South is frog, and some people look at you like you're crazy. But whenever we speak about a frog in real estate, we're talking about a finished room over the garage. And that's exactly what this room is. So this is really perfect. It's carpeted and it has plenty of space, and they're really nice spaces if you want to have friends over, watch a game. I've seen people do entertainment centers, projector TVs, big TVs, couches. You can make it another bedroom, you can make it an office. There's really a lot of options as to what you can do in these spaces. This one specifically has these two closets that probably measure about 5 by 5 feet apiece, which is really nice to have. And usually the ceilings are angled somewhat, but this one has very minor, you know, angling. So you can really use a lot of the space all the way to the edge, unless you're 7 feet tall. But you can still make it then. Let's go check out the rest of the house. All right, we've seen just about everything that this house has to offer, but this is our final bedroom, the 5th bedroom, I believe. And so far, everything in this house has been very bright, light, airy, comfortable, lots of natural light. So it really has that coastal feel, even though you're not necessarily on the beach. This one even has its own, very own bathroom, which is really nice. If you had guests come over, they could have their own little privacy. So really great spot. Let's go downstairs, check out the backyard and see what that has to offer. I almost forgot, but we have one more bedroom that's kind of snuck down here on the bottom floor. As soon as you come in the house, this bedroom would make a great little nursery or an office or a guest room. It looks like they have blackout shades installed, which would be really nice. But I'm kind of digging this wallpaper. It looks really cute. Maybe a baby boy was in here or something, I don't know. But a lot of possibilities in a room like this, so you're not having to go upstairs. But let's go check out the backyard and see what that feels like. We're almost done with our tour of this house. We just left the kitchen area and the dining room, and it comes off onto this screened-in porch. Now, not all areas of the country have screened-in porches, but we have them here, and they're very popular because there's nothing like sitting at the end of the day watching the sunset, maybe in the morning, sunrise, have a cup of coffee, and not have to worry about the bugs and all those kind of mosquitoes and things coming through. But at the same time, you let all the air through. So this is very functional and very nice to have whenever you have a porch on the back of the house. And what we have at this home specifically is a wrought iron gate in the back. Oh, I just found a little frog here. Oh, bye, buddy. All right, well, we just left the screened-in porch, and part of coastal living is having a nice backyard that you can hang out in with friends and family. If you have a dog, this place is already fenced, so that's really nice to have. Or if you have kids and you need to keep them contained, this will help. But this house sits on a larger lot. I believe it's 0.29 of an acre. So a third of an acre is really a lot of space for what most people need. So you could do a swing set, trampoline, maybe even a pool. It looks like the neighbors have one. So a lot of opportunities here with this size lot. So I think this wraps up this house, and I want to say thank you for checking it out. Thank you for being with me as we toured the Waterstone community. And if you have any questions, check out our website below, livinginwilmingtonnc.com, and we'd be glad to help you with your home search.